Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be discussing the rapidly growing and concerning topic of genome editing for involuntary moral enhancement. Yes, you heard that right. In this video, we will be discussing the article titled Genome Editing for Involuntary Moral Enhancement, published online by Cambridge University Press on December 20th, 2018. We will explore the potential implications of using genome editing for moral enhancement, including the ethical dangers that such technology poses and the possibility of it being used for eugenics. First, let us briefly discuss the current state of genome editing. Genome editing has been rapidly advancing in recent years and has now reached the clinical state for applications towards preventing and correcting genetic diseases, such as sickle cell disease and forms of leukemia. Additionally, genome editing has been extended to studies in the human embryo for potentially lethal diseases, such as hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. Worldwide embryonic genetic modification isn't some far-off concept. With unsettling speed, the door has now clearly been cracked even further open for human embryonic genetic modification by a recent announcement from China of purported HIV prevention in a subsequent generation by genome editing knockout of the CCR5 HIV co-receptor, followed by the births of potentially HIV-resistant human infants, which has raised ethical concerns. The article we will be discussing today proposes a new type of bioenhancement that is involuntary, called involuntary moral bioenhancement, or IMBE. This type of moral bioenhancement could engineer people who are more moral than they otherwise would have been. The article explores the potential use of genome editing to enhance our offspring's moral development in 3 domains: empathy, violent aggression, and moral reflection. One potential use of genome editing for moral enhancement is to increase empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another. The article suggests that increasing empathy through genome editing could lead to more compassionate and caring individuals. However, this raises the question of whether we should be manipulating someone's personality traits to fit a certain mold, or if we should be accepting people as the way they were created to be. Another potential use of genome editing for moral enhancement is to reduce violent aggression. The article suggests that genome editing could be used to reduce the likelihood of aggressive and violent behavior. While reducing violent behavior is a noble goal, the question remains whether we should be manipulating someone's behavior to fit societal norms. Moreover, creating a generation of future humans with no violent aggression whatsoever makes it much easier for the elites to enslave us into their totalitarian New World Order. Some scientists in favor of genome editing argue that it could be used to increase an individual's potential for complex moral reflection. This could lead to individuals who are more likely to engage in moral reasoning and decision making. However, this raises the question of whether we should be imposing our values onto individuals, or if we should allow individuals to develop their own values. Banking tycoon John D. Rockefeller said, "I don't want a nation of thinkers, I want a nation of workers." Throughout his lifetime, he donated $180 million towards the General Education Board. Moreover, Frederick T. Gates, one of the members of the General Education Board, had this to say about reshaping the minds of future generations. "In our dream, we have limitless resources, and the people yield themselves with perfect docility to our molding hand. We shall not search for embryo great artists, painters, musicians, nor lawyers, doctors, preachers, politicians, statesmen, of whom we have an ample supply. The task we set before ourselves is very simple as well as a very beautiful one: to train these people as we find them to a perfectly ideal life just where they are." Despite the potential benefits of genome editing for moral enhancement, there are several ethical dangers that such technology poses. One such danger is the possibility of eugenics. Eugenics is the belief in improving the genetic quality of the human population by selective breeding or genetic engineering. The use of genome editing for moral enhancement could be seen as a form of eugenics, as it involves manipulating the genetic makeup of individuals to create a certain type of person. Another ethical danger of genome editing for involuntary moral enhancement is the possibility, and I think it's a strong one, of government compliance over people. If the government has the power to manipulate the genetic makeup of individuals, this could lead to a loss of individual autonomy and freedom. It could also lead to the creation of a society that values certain traits over others, potentially leading to discrimination or worse against individuals who do not fit the desired mold. This talk of involuntary moral bioenhancement through genome editing is eerily similar to the themes present in Aldous Huxley's novel Brave New World. In the novel, the government controls human reproduction and conditioning to create a society of people who are content and lack individuality. Makes me think of what the World Economic Forum says when it talks about you will own nothing and be happy. Furthermore, in Brave New World, the government uses genetic engineering to create different classes of people with varying levels of intelligence and abilities, with the aim of maintaining social stability and control. The idea of genome editing for moral enhancement in the unborn is also similar to the eugenics movement that occurred in the early 20th century. Eugenics was the belief that human beings could be improved by selective breeding and sterilization of those deemed inferior. This led to forced sterilization and the persecution of individuals deemed unfit by society, such as those with mental illnesses, disabilities, and those who did not conform to societal norms. Similarly, the concept of IMBE through genome editing should lead to a society in which certain traits are deemed more desirable than others. This could lead to discrimination against those who do not possess the desired traits, resulting in a loss of diversity and individuality. Moreover, it could lead to the creation of a society in which government compliance and control over individuals is increased, as seen in Brave New World. While the idea of genome editing for moral enhancement may seem appealing on the surface, it raises serious ethical concerns. It challenges the very nature of what it means to be human and have free will. It also raises questions about who gets to decide what is considered morally superior and the potential consequences of such decisions. The possible dangers of IMBE through genome editing must be carefully considered and weighed against its potential benefits. In conclusion, the use of genome editing for involuntary moral enhancement raises many ethical questions and concerns. The dangers of eugenics and government compliance cannot be ignored. In full effect, genome editing for moral enhancement would societally and culturally reconstruct our world into a dystopian world of desirable, little mind-controlled workers for the elites, born into a video game in which they themselves are just another player one for the handler that sits atop the societal pyramid and plays them to their liking. With tests already under the way in China, this isn't something too far away nor out of the realm of possibility. It is important that we carefully consider the ethical implications of such technology and proceed with caution. Our future life as human beings with God-given rights and freedoms as we know it depends on it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you've made it this far in the video, I truly appreciate it. Please be sure to drop a like, hit that subscribe button if you're new and you want to stick around for more content like this, and let's just spread this message and share it on as many platforms as possible so more people can get this type of information. I'll see you guys next time. Have a blessed rest of your day.